So let's talk about what you have to do training on, what's required. And I've got a space there for you to write in this laundry list of 6, maybe 7 things that you have to do training on. But you might be surprised. I'm going to go ahead and put this up. Maybe you want to take a picture or a screenshot. From a regulatory standpoint, that's it. You only have to have training by regulation on these things. Now, fair lending is even a question mark, is can I point to a specific section in Reg B or some other fair lending related reg that says you have to do training? And the answer is no, but yet it's implied. But isn't there really an expectation that you provide training on everything that somebody has to do? And the answer to that is, of course. So all people in your institution should receive training, and what I'm going to call, though, is appropriate training. What I mean by that is that you don't want to necessarily bore people with things that aren't related to them. So I'm going to give an example. If I'm going to do Bank Secrecy Act training, and I'm talking to the tellers or new accounts, I'm going to talk about money laundering. I'm going to talk about customer due diligence. I'm going to talk about looking for things that have to do more with the cash transactions that they're going to deal with. If I'm talking to loan officers, I'm probably not talking about those types of things. I'm talking about loan fraud, mortgage loan fraud, commercial loan fraud, false statements, and explaining things relevant to them. It's appropriate. It's going to keep their attention more if you do that. So make sure that you're aiming at this effective training versus just everybody should have training. Gather everybody in the lobby and we'll go through the checklist. And it's kind of like my opinion on policies of every year the board has to review the policies. And I say, why? If nothing's changed, is there a requirement? And the answer is no. So we want to make things effective, not boring. Now, I'll come back to that a lot about how to keep it effective to them, but think about being purposeful. And if that helps with your credibility, and we're going to talk more about that as well.